Hello and welcome to Maths by SAS. This is my fourth lesson of D2, chapter number 11, exercise 11b, that is about the application of trigonometric ratios. And in this lesson, we will be learning how to find the unknown lengths and the angles of the right angle triangle. Okay. Before going to the lesson, there are some key points that you have to understand, that what are the trigonometric ratios, and what is hypotenuse, what is the reference angle. These all questions have to be clear to you before moving to this lesson, because these lessons are really important for understanding of the new lesson. If you're not clear about these all questions, or you're catching us late, or those all students who have missed the previous lesson, they have to watch the previous lesson, because each new lesson has a link with the previous lesson. And these lessons I'm specially making in the third wave of COVID-19 in order to facilitate my students, and in order to give the idea that nothing can be a barrier between the teacher, student, and the learning, and learning can never be stopped. Let's move to question number 5, and let me read the question from the book. Question 5 says, in triangle ABC, AB is 8.9 meters, angle BAC, BA and C is 90 degrees, and angle ABC is 56 degrees. H lies on BC such that AH is perpendicular to BC. We have to find the length AH and HC. Okay, let's move to the discussion and solution of the problem. The requirement of the question is AH. Now look at the diagram. We can see that AH is the common height between the triangle BAH and AHC. Now, how to find this AH length? If we focus our attention on triangle ABH, in this triangle, we are given with one acute angle and we are given with one side. Okay, so we have to decide that in order to find AH side, what is the reference of AH with 56, and what is A to B, or 8.9 centimeter. 8.9, because this is a 90-degree angle, so due to the adjacent angles, this will also be of mere 90 degree. And if this is 90 degree and this is 56 degrees, if we need to find this angle of triangle ABH, that we can easily find, that is 90 minus 56, and this is 34 degrees. We can make use of this angle in our further problems. Okay, now with the reference of 56, AH is opposite and 8.9 is hypotenuse. So with the help of opposite and hypotenuse, so ka and to, so ka and to, that sine opposite upon hypotenuse. So in order to get AH length, we can apply sine in triangle A, B and H. In triangle A, B and H. So let me make small reference diagram here. I always ask it to my students that make the reference diagrams in your working and support your working with statements and diagrams, so that examiner can understand your working easily. Okay, and now this is B, this is H, and this is A, and this is 56 degrees, and this is 90 degree, and this is 8.9, and AH is the requirement of question. Now see, opposite upon hypotenuse. So opposite upon hypotenuse, sine 56 degrees, sine 56 degrees equals to AH, which is the requirement, upon 8.9. Now what you have to do is that you have to find the value of sine 56 degrees, that is 0.8290. 90 equals to AH upon 8.9. Now go for cross multiplication. That 0.8290 will be multiplied by 8.9 equals to AH, and now multiply 0.8290 by 8.9, and this gives me 7.3781 equals to AH, or AH equals to, as I have to give my answer nearest to three significant figures, so 1, 2, 3 and 4. Focus your attention on the fourth digit, as this is 8 more than 5. So we are going to drop this digit and add 1 to the previous, so 7.3838, and the question is in meters, so I will mark meters with this. So this was one of the requirements of the question, that is AH, which is the common height, 7.38. okay, now the second requirement is HC, and let me mark 7.38 over here, 7.38. Now think about that, how can we find this HC length? If we focus our attention on triangle AHC, we have one side AH with us, but we do not, in the beginning, we cannot see any angle given here. But if we look at this total angle, this is 90 degree, and out of that 90 degree, this portion of the angle is 34 degrees. So that will be 90 minus 34, which is 36. 56. 90 minus 34 is 56 degrees. Okay, 56 degrees angle over here. So it means in order to find HC, I have to take the triangle AHC. Okay, let me draw the figure here. In triangle AHC, okay, please make the diagrams so that examiner can understand you're working easily. AH, and this is H, and this is 7.38 that we have just calculated, which is the common height of both the triangles, and this is 56 degrees, this is 90 degrees. Okay, and now with the reference of 56 degrees angle, we can see that 7.38 is adjacent, and HC, which is the requirement of question, which is opposite. Now recall which trigonometric ratio is suitable for opposite and adjacent. So ka and to. To means tangent, opposite and adjacent. Okay, now what we have to do is, in triangle AHC, okay, tangent 56 equals to 56 degrees equal to opposite, which is HC, upon adjacent 7.38. Tangent 56 degrees, close the bracket, and this is 1.48256, which is 26, equals to HC upon 7.38. Now go for cross multiplication. 1.4826 multiplied by 7.38 equals to HC, and now 1.4826 multiplied by 7.38, this gives me 10.941588 equals to HC. But as we have to give our answer nearest to three significant figures, so I will be focusing my attention on the fourth digit, which is 4, and it's less than 5, so my answer will be approximately 10.9, and this is in meters. I hope you are clear about this question, and let's move to the next question, and let me read the question from the book. Question number 6 says that in the figure, QS is 25 centimeters, so it's 25 centimeter. Angle QSR QSR is 45 degrees, and QST is 60 degree angle. Find the length TQ, and then PT, and then PR. Okay, let's try to understand the question from the figure. Okay, if we look at the diagram, the requirement is TQ, which is the base of this top standing triangle, and which is also one of the side of the triangle T, Q, and S. If we look at this top triangle, we are not given with any information in the beginning. So in order to find TQ, we cannot make use of that triangle. So let's focus our attention on the triangle T, S, and Q. In this triangle, one of the angle is given, acute angle, which is 60 degree, and one side is given. And now look, if this is 90 degree angle, the remaining portion of the angle in the triangle QTS will also be 90 degrees. And if one angle is 90 degrees and the second is 60 degrees, 9 plus 6, 15, 150. And if we need to find this angle, this will be, I have to take away this sum from 180 degrees, 90 plus 60, and 180 minus 9 and 110 and 150 degrees, and which is equal to 30 degrees. We can make use of this angle as well. Okay, now look, in order to find TQ length, we have to make use of the triangle QTS. So let's begin the solution. Let me make the figure here so that my students can understand the question easily. This is TQ and S, TQS. Okay, let me complete the triangle. Here we have the vertex T, this is Q, and this is S. This is 90 degree angle, and this is 60 degree. Okay, and this side is 25 centimeter. Okay, and we have to find TQ length in triangle TQ and S, or QTS, in triangle Q, T, and S. Now decide which trigonometric ratio is suitable, that is opposite upon hypotenuse, opposite upon hypotenuse. Sine 60 degrees, sine 60 degrees equal to TQ upon 25. Now sine 60 degree has a value, sine 60 degree has the value 0.866602 equals to TQ by 25. Shift 25 to other side, 0.8660 multiplied by 25, and this gives me 0.8660 multiplied by 25 equals to TQ, or this gives me 21.65 equals to TQ. As we have to give our answer nearest to three significant figures, TQ can be taken as the form. Now, as the fourth digit is 5, so it can be 21.7 and meters. Okay, so we have the base 21.7 meters. Okay, and now let's move to the second unknown of the question, that is PT side. Now if you look at PT side, that is the height of this top standing triangle. Now after calculation of TQ, we have the base with us, that is 21.7, but we can see that only one value, one length is given. We're not given with any other angle, just angle of 90 degree. But if we look at this portion, this whole portion is making a semicircle. This value is 90 degrees and this is 30 degrees, and 90 plus 30 will give me 90 plus 30 will give me 9 plus 1 is 12, 120 degrees, and take it away from 180 degrees and this will become 60 degrees. And what is the reason that this angle is 60 degrees? These are the adjacent angles. They're the angles on the semicircle and their sum is 180 degrees. So I can find this angle by taking away the sum of 90 plus 30 from 180. Now my second problem has also resolved. That what we can do is that we can take this outer triangle, that triangle PQ, PTQ, PT and Q. Let me draw the figure at this place. PT and Q, okay, and this is the other side. Let me draw the figure here. Let me draw the figure and complete the figure. This is P, this is T, and this is Q. And this angle we just have found, this is 60 degrees, this is 90, and this is 21.7. Now what we have to do, that in triangle PTQ, in triangle PT and Q, with the reference of 60 degree angle, PT is opposite and 21.7 is adjacent. So tangent 60 degrees equal to PT upon adjacent 21.7. Now find the value of tangent 60 degrees. Tangent 60 degrees is 1.732 and 3205. So I can take it as 1 equal to PT 732. Okay, fine. 21.7. Go for cross multiplication and this will give me 1.7321 multiplied by 21.7 equals to PT. Now 1.7321 multiplied by 21.7, this gives me 37.58657 equals to PT, or PT can be equal to, as I have to give my answer, nearest to 3 significant figures. So focus your attention on the fourth digit. As this is 8, it's more than 5, so it will be approximately 37.6, and I have to give my unit in meters. And let me block the answer. Really easy questions, and these questions are helpful for understanding of D3 concept of further trigonometry as well. So please understand the lesson clearly at this stage. Moving to the third requirement of the question, and that is the PR length. Okay, now we have to find PR length. Okay, and let's move to the diagram and see where that PR is. Okay, PR, P to R is this total side. Okay, P to R is this total side, and in order to get PR side, we can see that it's the sum of PQ side and QR side. Now is the problem that how to find QR side. If we focus our attention on the triangle QS and R, QS and R, we can see that this side is 25, this is 45 degree angle, and now this is 90 degree angle given here. Okay, if this is 90, this is 45. Let me first find the third angle, that is 90 minus 45, that will be 45. Okay, this angle is also 45 degrees. It means that in this triangle, these two angles are of measure 45. And if these two angles are of measure 45, then recall what type of triangle is this. This is an isosceles triangle. So QR length will be 25. QR length will be equal to 25 centimeter. Now is the problem to find PR side. Sorry, PQ side. For PQ side, what we have to do, for PQ. Again, I will be taking the triangle PT and Q. In this triangle, I have one side with me. So, adjacent upon hypotenuse cos 60 degree equals to adjacent 21.7 upon PQ. Okay, now cos 60 degree is 0.5 multiplied by PQ equals to 21.7, or PQ equals to 21.7 upon 0.5. And now let me check the value of 21.7 divided by 0.5, and this gives me I have to actually multiply this by 2. So PQ equals to 43.4 and meters. But this is not the requirement of question. The requirement of the question is PR length. Now what we have to do is PR length will be equal to P to Q plus Q to R. Q to R, this is also 25, and P to Q is 43.4 plus 25, 43.4 plus 25, and this gives me 68.4 meters. 68.4 meters. PR is 68.4 meters. I hope you are clear about today's lesson. For next difficulty level, please catch me in the next class. Watch my lessons, like, share and subscribe the channel, and press bell icon to get the notification of every lesson in time. Thank you very much.